Okay, so this is basically how this part of the story works, right? If you hang out with people, whether they call themselves black, I would just say people who call with black people, right? Or you study them, whether they're somewhere in America or Africa or somewhere in the world, this is how they all talk, and it's got to be fucking reality, right? Or something close enough for people to think about, okay? I'll just leave it at that. This is how they behave. The whiter you look, whether you're male or female, the better looking you are, and the whiter you act, whether you're male or female, the better of a person you are, the more desirable you are in their society, and the more desirable you are as a husband or wife, spouse, or family member. That's just fucking reality, yo. So if they're not telling you that, they're fucking lying, even though they still want to be an enemy of white Jesus, which is why they either deserve to be black or chose to be black as some sort of inferior strategy to overcome white supremacy. There's other people out there who they might not necessarily want to call themselves black. Maybe they say, well, I'm Caucasian, or I'm fucking Japanese, or I'm fucking Italian, but they're all fucking black. You want to say one is dark-skinned black, one is light-skinned black, one is rhino, one is albino. That's what I'm fucking talking about. That's what I mean. One is Neanderthal, one is Aborigine. And by the way, this is how they fucking came up with gay shit that they talk. Like when they say Aborigine, they heard a white man say, I am an original. And then an infidel says, does that mean I'm an Aborigine? Like, so that's how, you get that? They try to call themselves, I am an original, but they're not superior enough to even say it eloquently or say it that way, so they end off saying, I'm an Aborigine. It's just kind of a joke, but that's just kind of how crazy this shit is, though. But don't confuse Solomon and his mom, David's wife, and maybe even Solomon's wife and his two godchildren, my sons, my brothers, my closest compadres, who are blue, with anything other than white. Because diamonds come in blue, diamonds come in red, diamonds come in yellow. Maybe you might even want to also say Dutch. They come in green. They come in, 5? At least 2 other colors until we can get to 12 colors of the rainbow. And the rainbow is a fucking diamond. It's a crystal. That's where real diamonds come from. They come from the rainbow to the earth, the sun to the earth, the moon to the earth. The sun and moon combine to form a rainbow. Then they water the earth with the minerals necessary to make big gigantic diamonds or rocks. You know what I mean? So don't confuse with whatever's counterfeit or what isn't. You know what I mean? I've seen crystals, Swarovski crystals, that seem way more resilient than some other shit that's out there. You know what I'm saying? So people need to do their research on what's a crystal, what's a diamond, and cubic zirconia, what's authentic and what isn't, and what's worth money and what isn't. You know what I mean? If there's legitimate science, it's legitimate science. But just because it's a textbook doesn't mean it's actually a textbook. They're not somebody who's trying to throw in some Iranian propaganda or bullshit, you know what I mean, psychological warfare into our motherfucking white society, whether it's America, Africa, or any other of the 7 continents or 12 to 13 nations of white men, you know what I mean? So, white power, blue power, onyx, you know what I'm saying? I'll even say black power because these goddamn Iranians don't have a right to say they're black or the white. They just gotta say they're fucking Iranians, you know what I'm saying? Even Babylon looks down on Iranians, but the reality is the fall of Babylon is all about Iran trying to take over the world and shit. But the rise of the true pentagram means there's going to be a new enemy out there with a new name. They're not going to be as openly, flamboyantly homosexual. They'll still be gay because you can't be an enemy of Jews, white men, unless you're gay on some level. You know what I mean? But I guess it's going to take them longer before they get to the point of full lawlessness like Iran, and they end off in the lake of fire where there's nothing but darkness and damnation, immortal pain, or whatever you want to call it. But at least this time our enemy, for people like myself, or for everybody, is like finally an enemy worth pretending it's a challenge or whatever you want to call it, instead of an enemy that's just so fucking humiliating to deal with. You'd rather just let them commit suicide. So this millennial reign and then the 100 trillion war afterwards, which, like I said over and over again, is going to be a short while. It's going to be more like watching a theatrical movie, reading a great book, reading a great novel, newspaper, or playing a great video game. driving a new sports car. That's how easy it is going to be killing all these motherfucking Iranians financially, you know what I mean, economically, whatever the situation is. So I'm going to end this small clip. White power, SEAL team over and up. Love white people, love America. Amen. These people are royalty right there, so leave them alone because I'm protecting them. White power. And leave this neighborhood alone because I'm protecting this whole neighborhood. White power. I hope that's my wife. Well, she is, but she's so fucking beautiful. But I just need to go get this wedding taken care of. White power.